Welcome to this week's episode of Checking Our Phones.
There's some spicy stuff on those phones there.
Look at how professional we are. We got lav mics.
Yeah, look at that. Wait, no, what are you talking about? Look how much better everything.
There's not a big mic here now.
Compare this to 2 days ago.
Over and over.
It's this episode, but it's just content.
Also, I gotta sync the audio for this.
What's up?
Yeah,
What's up with you, Ben?
Oh, you know, I don't
know.
Up till 5 a.m. editing that dang video game video. It's fun though.
You guys like that video? That was pretty tight, right?
yo, obviously someone liked it because they sent us 5 pizzas yesterday.
Yeah, thanks for
Shout out.
pizzas during Wimble's stream.
Is that still a mystery?
We
Steam names are hard to track
have
down.
some leads.
We have a few leads. They have to know our address.
I know who you are.
Somebody we've mailed something to.
I know.
Or
It has to be. They don't know our address.
So the very legal and very cool stickers are up on this wall.
But not in the store.
But
No,
not
they're in the store.
Are they?
By the time this video comes out, they will.
You've said that like 3 times now.
Check the shop. Probably when this video comes out.
Tuesday.
By the
All
time
right,
this
all right.
video goes up, they'll be up there. But yeah, they're in the store, except they don't look like that. They're
That's the poop test color.
holographic. Fancy holographic colors for cool stuffs.
And they're a limited run, right?
Limited run.
Like we're making...
I'll make a bunch. I'll make them until I get bored, and that's how many there are.
It's like 2 sheets probably.
Check the stock.
We'll put a stock number up there. Give them 40 gone.
So I asked at least one of you to think of a story to tell.
Didn't ask me.
He asked
Yeah.
me in the car.
You got any good ones?
All you gotta do, all we need is a catalyst. Let me pop off.
All right, I'm going to ask Wimble to tell a story.
Porn for birds.
Disgusting. Next.
What did you just say?
I'd like to spend a little bit more time exploring pornography for birds with you.
Please.
I feel like birdseed would be a major component. All scenes. Hey, Ben, what are some of your favorite podcasts?
Oh, I've been listening to this little podcast called The Half Hour Happy Hour with Allison and Alex.
Allison who?
Allison Hayslip.
Alex who?
Alex Albrecht. They both used to host...
I know Allison Hayslip.
I didn't know about
who's
Allison.
Alex.
Allison Hayslip and Alex Albrecht had a show called 4 Points.
She was on G4, right?
Yeah, they both were on. Well, Alex was on when it was called Tech TV, and he was one of the hosts of the Screensavers. I followed him through Dignation.
Catch a 1, catch a 2, everybody possums do.
Yeah, we're just friends that kiss.
Right, totally.
Because if we're friends that kiss, I got a guy who I don't kiss and I have more fun with,
Right.
and we split the bills.
And the Totally Rad Show.
It's going
The
down.
Lion King.
This is going down. I'm so worried.
And then he stopped making stuff until, well, he did 4 Points, but like 4 Points was like a big production.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to 4 Points.
It was less, hey, let's talk about whatever, and more, we're going to have guests on and cover these topics.
Kind of what I liked about G4, though. G4 was great, because all the hosts, like, it seemed like someone was just like, hey, host this TV show quick, and they're like, okay. I personally loved Attack of the Show. Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn.
I just want to point out real quick that with the addition of lav mics, our aesthetic is trending towards late 2000s internet TV shows that were made by the producers of that era. Did you ever watch anything on Revision 3?
No. Well, I mean, back when Scam School was on Revision 3 and Film Riot.
Film Riot.
Film Riot was on Revision.
They did a real good job of like making everything look good, but the vibe was still HD camcorder in a basement set with lav mics.
I was saying my favorite show was Attack of the Show because I loved Kevin Pereira and Olivia Munn. Kevin Pereira has a really good podcast.
He also, I think, didn't they do the Attack on Twitch for a while until it like they royally screwed up and could not afford to pay anybody
I
or
forgot.
something?
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
What's Kevin Pereira's show like?
I forget because I watch it so sporadically.
I've seen clips of it, but it just seems like him interviewing guests,
I
which
think
is fine.
the last episode I watched, he interviewed Bowser, the like satanic Arby's guy.
Wimble, do you listen to many podcasts?
You know, it was funny, actually. In middle school, I tried to make a podcast with one of my friends. I tried to make a TF2 podcast. Because we were so into TF2. Like, my friend still plays TF2 to this day. He has, like, thousands of hours in that game. And we used to, like, look at the patch notes, talk about new stuff that was coming. We did, like, 5 episodes, and I think he moved, so we just stopped. But, no, I watched Super Mega and...
Super Mega is
Yeah, listen to
great.
Super Mega. They're fantastic. And, of course, also, as all of us, my brother, and me.
That like we're all kind of saving that one because we all listen to My Brother, and Me
Probably too much.
because there isn't a funnier podcast out there.
like, whatever it is, their humor just fits the vibe.
I don't get it because they have something special. We had a conversation one time about kind of stumbling our way until we get better. And you were like, yeah, like, you know how the McElroy brothers, you know, they obviously weren't funny, you know, beginning, and then they got funnier. And then I'm like, bullshit. Have you seen that video of Griffin and his father Clint in like an anti-bullying PSA? Those kids were funny out the womb.
Out of the comedy podcasts we enjoy, I'm not a huge fan of the ones that you listen to, and you're not a huge fan of the ones that I listen to.
You don't like Comedy Bang Bang?
Not as much as you do. But we all like My Brother, and Me. Like, it's a universal...
Like, how do you not? It's
their
so good.
Style of humor is like nothing else. Also, Night Attack, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Here's the only gripe I have with Night Attack is there's so many inside jokes that sometimes I get lost listening to them. You and I were driving in a car somewhere, and we're listening to Night Attack. I kind of dozed off for a bit, came back, and we're listening to Night Attack, and I just no idea what was going on. I think that was like the Bonnie Count episode.
The Body Count episode.
Atomic Club. Speaking of Night Attack.
We could talk about how we have a podcast and we're not sure what we want to do with it yet.
I know what we want.
What do
yeah?
you want to do with it?
Well, I mean, I don't care what we talk about. I just like making stuff.
I feel like there's a certain comfort to knowing, hey, this podcast is coming out this week, and I know I'm going to get a specific amount of time, and they're going to talk about, like, 3 stories. Or, like, My Brother and Me, there's going to be an opening bit. They're going to answer some questions. They're going to go to the money zone. That's going to be as funny as the rest of the podcast. Then they're going to have a few before the end.
I almost thought about doing my own podcast offshoot where it's literally 0 format, 0 time length, and I just turn on a mic and just start talking.
Well, you know what that is,
So
right?
it's just
What is that?
It's just what we do, but you're by yourself.
Yeah.
I mean, that's talk radio.
I mean, if you guys want to join me,
Like,
you're
that's-
more than welcome to.
That's Alex Jones or Rush Limbaugh.
I want an... Oh, my God.
Do it on Twitch. Like,
I'll do it on
seriously,
Twitch.
set up a camera, a couple lights, and have people ask you questions, and you can talk into a
Like,
mic
just
for however long
Go
you
on
want.
Twitter and be like, hey, I'm live now. Whatever you tweet at me, I will bring up.
There it
I
is.
can hear that.
There it is. Oh, this is a group chat. I don't know if I can talk about this. I don't know if I can talk about what's going
Well, you can't talk about anything while he's doing that.
on. There's... I'm not going to talk about it.
Oh, my coil's
It's
burnt.
I don't know if I'm like legally allowed
No,
to talk
probably
about
Not
best
when
not
there's an
to.
ongoing investigation.
No.
this. Yeah. Except I'm in a group chat with all the people involved. It's also just their normal group chat, so that like, who wants to go bowling tonight?
I was just going to bring up if there's anything anybody wants to specifically hear in our podcast, guests or
Topics.
subjects, topics.
We can easily get some guests.
Leave them in the comments. Tell us who you'd like us to have on the podcast.
Here's some suggestions. Gabe Reasoner.
Hey, Gabe.
Because Gabe is a good friend of everybody here.
Come
and
on
he's
this
a sweet
podcast.
little boy. I want Preston, though. I want Preston.
Yeah.
We can
as
do
well.
both. How about we do that, but we film a TK Daily as well, where
Yeah.
we're all behind the cameras and they're sitting.
Oh,
Hey.
TK Daily, but just...
But we just interview
Not
them.
even like guest stars, like, oh,
They're-
we have Gabe. It's
They replace
just,
us.
It's Gabe and Preston.
Guest takeovers.
Oh, TK
Get
Takeover.
Jesse Lynch and Austin Tang.
We're basically just talking to the comment section.
We're spitballing with you. Hey,
yeah, like what do you?
we
What
should
do
be
you
writing instead of riffing.
we're riffing. We just riffing.
Who do we know in the scene? I figure that's where our guests would come from, most
Yeah,
likely, because that's
like,
where we've got the most
I
connections.
feel like Gabe and Preston would have a lot to talk about.
It'd be
I
fun,
like their
yeah.
their dynamic is pretty good.
Speaking of good dynamics, it'd be very entertaining to have David Thompson and Christian Pastrana on here.
Taco House.
Yeah.
If this video can get 10 likes, we'll have Taco House just take over a daily.
That's right, hit that like button.
Smash that MF
we get like
button.
average of like 16. Get
Do
them
we?
over here.
I don't pay attention to likes that much.
You dummy.
They don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't because we get like 16 likes and like 16 views. It's like the same people.
Yeah.
Thanks,
We
guys.
appreciate you.
Anyways, we're out of time.
We're out of time.
Sorry this was a bad episode.
I feel like we didn't talk
guess.
about
We
anything.
didn't really talk
We're talking
about
about podcasts. I'll label it podcast.
podcast plus
Podcast.
very, very short.
Just keep saying podcast.
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 Content.
Podcast.
Content?
We don't have any ideas left. Give us ideas.
Podcast?
Who do you want to see on the show? Who do you want to see on the podcast?
Podcast. Comcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe.